A small puppy, trembling in a cardboard box on a busy city sidewalk, attracted the attention of Peaches, a ginger mama cat. What Peaches did next is sure to melt your heart. During her morning stroll, Peaches, a ginger mama cat with a happy home nearby, noticed a cardboard box on the bustling sidewalk. Drawn by whimpers, she discovered a shivering, abandoned puppy barely old enough to be on its own. Motherly instincts took over. Peaches, who had recently had kittens herself, crawled in and snuggled the pup for warmth. As the sun rose, the box became too hot. Unable to get Peaches' attention, the puppy made a life-altering decision. Peaches gently picked up the puppy in her mouth and started her journey home. A few blocks later, they arrived at Peaches' apartment, where her mewing kittens awaited. Peaches carefully placed the puppy on the kitten's soft blanket. Confused but curious, the kittens paused mid-meow to investigate their new housemate, the recently orphaned pup. Overjoyed at this unexpected company, the pup joined them in playful exploration within the crate. As feeding time arrived, Peaches let out a familiar call, her kittens instinctively nudging in for their milk. The hungry puppy, unsure of proper etiquette, remained hesitant. Peaches, in a remarkable gesture of maternal care, used her paw to gently nudge the pup towards a recently vacated spot. With a little encouragement, the puppy began to drink alongside the kittens. Just then, Maxwell and Allison, Peaches' loving owners who adored animals, returned home. Peaches, who herself had found a haven with them after being surrendered by her previous owner, hoped they'd extend the same kindness to this abandoned pup. As the couple settled in, a can opener sound alerted Peaches. She usually received her own meal upon their arrival, but today, her focus wasn't on food. With a hopeful glance at the sleeping bundle of fur and the curious pup, Peaches awaited her human's next move, eager for their reaction to her newfound family. Uncharacteristically, no playful pause met Allison's ears as she approached the crate. Concern etched on her face. She knelt beside the container. Peaches curled protectively in the corner, watching both her kittens and her owner with watchful eyes. Relief washed over Allison as she saw the healthy, sleeping kittens nestled in the provided blanket. Remembering the vet's advice, Allison cautiously reached towards the kittens, a smile gracing her lips as Peaches did an object. One by one, she gently stroked their heads. Then, her hand met a fifth head. Confusion replaced the smile. Peaches had only had 4 kittens, and no plush toy could have mimicked the feeling of fur. Knowing Peaches used the fire escape for her outings, a worry bloomed in Allison's chest. Had another cat snuck in? Crouching further, she activated her phone's flashlight, peering anxiously into the crate. Would she find a stray nestled beside the kittens? Allison's phone light revealed a sight far stranger than the stray cat. The puppy, roused by the light, opened its eyes. Allison cried out for Maxwell, and Peaches, abandoning her food, rushed to stand guard over the pup. As Maxwell joined Allison, a collective gasp escaped them. A pair of brown eyes blinked up from the blanket. A puppy nestled against Peaches' orange fur. Emboldened, the pup crawled forward, eager to meet these new giants. Allison cautiously reached out, scooping the puppy into her arms. It nestled in contentedly, while Peaches watched intently. Maxwell and Allison exchanged confused glances. Sure, Peaches used the window, but the fire escape was too high for a puppy. Another whimper from the pup prompted Peaches to return, nudging Allison's arm. The message was clear: reunite the family. Allison gently placed the puppy on the floor, watching in wonder. As Peaches meticulously cleaned it before carrying it back into the warmth of the blanket, the mystery of the dog's arrival was solved. But another arose, its origin. Maxwell, working at a local vet clinic, dialed his boss. Were there any missing puppy reports? Sadly, no, but there were plenty of abandoned pups found in boxes and even outside the shelter. It was peak season for unwanted Christmas gifts. The vet advised a checkup, and Maxwell readily agreed. Allison, ever responsible, reached for the carrier, intending to take the pup to the vet. However, Peaches, fiercely protective, swatted away Allison's hand. While startled, Allison knew separation was necessary. The pup's health, and by extension the kittens, depended on a vet visit. Allison, a seasoned volunteer at the shelter, recognized Peach's fierce protectiveness. Rescuers often face mothers refusing to be separated from their young. The solution? Allure. Maxwell had recently bought pureed chicken treats for Peaches, and Allison grabbed one. The orange tabby sniffed intrigued. The pup mirrored her movement, then cautiously approached, lured by the treat. Allison smiled, placing it inside the carrier. The pup followed the scent, stepping inside. Peaches, ever watchful, stood up and followed her adopted child. The moment both were inside, Allison closed the door and handed the carrier to Maxwell. He took the unlikely pair to the vet while Allison stayed with the kittens. The carrier was loaded into the car, and soon they were at Maxwell's workplace. The vet, prepped on the unusual case, still couldn't contain her shock as she opened the door. Maxwell called back with good news. The cat and pup had calmed down halfway through the ride. As Allison peered inside, she saw why. Just like in the box, Peaches cradled the pup close, offering warmth and comfort during their 45-minute journey. The vet, having heard stories of animal adoption, was still unprepared for the sight. All filled her as she gently separated the sleeping pup from the dozing mother. Peaches, exhausted from the day's ordeal, slumbered on. The vet examined the pup, revealing a concerning truth. A 6-week-old German Shepherd, much younger than ideal for separation. Further tests showed the pup was underweight and lacking crucial nutrients. Luckily, milk replacement could address these issues. Relief washed over Maxwell, who'd grown fond of the pup himself. During their playful post-nap session, he politely refused shelter suggestions. Peaches wasn't the only one attached, but a question lingered. Where did a tiny shepherd pup come from, so far from its own kind? The answer, as they would soon discover, held a story of its own. The vet, relieved at the pup's good health, confided in Maxwell that the shelter was overflowing. Additionally, socialization was crucial for an early separated puppy, and that wouldn't be readily available at the shelter. Maxwell, smitten with the pup himself, readily agreed. While the vet fetched supplies, Maxwell christened the tiny shepherd Bear for his brown, shaggy fur. As Peaches stirred, a worried meow escaped her lips, noticing Bear's absence. Maxwell, understanding her concern, opened the carrier and returned the pup. Peaches instantly curled around Bear, showering him with the same meticulous grooming she gave her kittens. Touched by the scene, Maxwell thanked the vet and headed home. Upon release, Peaches whisked Bear back to the crate, where he was greeted with playful nips from his new siblings. Maxwell filled Allison in on the vet's diagnosis. Under their loving care and Peach's unwavering affection, Bear thrived. Fast forward a few months and Bear, a boisterous 1-year-old, was a picture of health. His rough start was a distant memory, replaced by the warmth of his forever home. Peaches, the unlikely mother, had defied expectations and proven that a mother's love transcends species. What do you think of this heartwarming story? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Also, press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.